You are being initiated right now. You are being awakened to your purpose, your path. We have the Guardian Stone here with awakening, progress, initiation. And then we have the Stone of Destiny, life path, ambition, passion, and yes. So your spiritual team at this time really wants you to move in the direction that feels right for you, feels like your path, your purpose. If you're watching this, I feel like you have some sort of path that you want to take in your life, whether that's your career, your just the direction of your life in general. Maybe you want to start a family, whatever, but you're going to, over the next little while, or maybe it's already happened, you're going to get an opportunity that is the initiation into this purpose, into this path. Your goal, or your being encouraged here to say yes to this, to say yes to your ambitions, to say yes to your passions, to say yes to the path that you want to see your life go down. And I feel like you're having an awakening to this. You're maybe seeing things you haven't seen up until this point. It's like you have a whole new vision, a whole new perspective on where you are now and what you need to do to get you to where you want to be or where you want to go. We also at the bottom of the deck have pave your own way. So this is about your leadership, your courage, and about going first, not following the crowd, allowing yourself to be your own leader, be your own guardian in a way where it's like you're allowing yourself and having the courage to say yes to this path that you want to go down. So I feel like there's like maybe an opportunity that's either has opened up for you recently or will be opening up for you in the next little bit that is the direction that you want to go down here. Or something that really, and this could even be like learning a course or taking a course or learning something, or it's like it could even be a stepping stone I'm getting to the direction you want to be in, but it ultimately aids your growth. It's an initiation. It's that first step, that initial process that is starting to open you up and starting to open up this path for you of your purpose. So let's get some tarot and see what else wants to come through for this message. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you related to this message. Helps me, helps the channel. What else do they need to know about this message, Spirit? So we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Moon card, and we have the Ten of Swords. So there is this, we have the Temperance here at the bottom. So there's things that need to maybe be healed or cleaned up here. What's interesting was behind this pave your way, there is this releasing of the past. Okay, and so I feel like with this Ten of Swords, that can be a little bit of what this energy is. I feel like you could be reflecting on maybe where you've kept yourself for maybe too long. Like you've held yourself back, or maybe you've been like, I'm getting the word ostracized with this Seven of Wands. There's this sense of like you not feeling like things have been working out for you, or feeling like you really have to fight for what it is that you want, or fight for approval, or fight for recognition, or fight for success. And I feel like what this Moon card is saying is like underneath the surface, there's these feelings, there's emotions, there's your thoughts, your beliefs, your subconscious thoughts and your beliefs that could be self-sabotaging you here, or have been self-sabotaging you here. And it's time for those things to come to an end. Ten of Swords. Because you're being awakened right now, I feel like there could be a lot coming up to the surface. A lot of old feelings, old experiences, emotions, right? And I feel like now is the time to reflect on those things, to process them, to let them come up, to feel them and release them. But at the end, like a 10 of swords is essentially the next is the ace of swords, right? It's that new beginning because we've completed cycles. So there's a cycle here that you're completing. Yeah, we have Queen of Swords and we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So Queen of Swords says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. So there's commitment to the path. I feel like once you start to see things clearly here, there is an element of like you standing up for yourself, advocating for yourself. I feel like this has to do with your path, your purpose, like what you see yourself doing and what you want to be doing for your life. There's something about your path being unique or your path being the way you want it to look. It doesn't even have to be like unique in the sense of like more of you. It's more about you living the life or the path that you genuinely want, not what people told you, not what you think people expect of you. And there could be a little bit of like, I don't know if there's like shaming that you've experienced from people or like feeling kind of put down or feeling like your ideas or your dreams were suppressed by people in your life. But I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's like no more. No longer are you holding yourself back because of what other people's comfort levels are or what their expectations are. This is about you nurturing what you dream of having, what you dream of living, what you dream of experiencing. And the more energy and focus and intention you put into this, the more you're going to see it grow and grow and grow and evolve. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups. It says, try not to be so picky, okay? I feel like that's what you've been told. I feel like you've been told or like you haven't been supported in your dream or your vision or your purpose or the direction that you really want to go, whether this is like through people in your life or just what you feel like society, the way society functions, right? And it might not feel like society or the way that the world works supports your dream or your vision, right? I feel like this Four of Cups is saying like you've been discontent with the way that things have been going for you or have been. And I feel like this is saying like you've maybe settled for things because people have said, don't be so picky, or that's unrealistic, or there's no way that that could happen for you. I feel like this is a turning point of you no longer putting your dreams and yourself and what you want on the back burner. This is you putting everything in the forefront of what you want and actively working towards those things. I feel like there's going to be emotions and things that start to come up to the surface, maybe feelings from the past that, again, you've experienced that have maybe held you back, but by releasing those things and feeling those things and those things coming up, it's coming up so that you can set yourself free from them. And you're having an awakening. And sometimes those awakenings and those realizations can be very tough and not super fun when we're in them. But when we get to the other side, that's when we get to say yes to all the things that we truly do want. Let's see if there's any like advice or anything else we need to know. So we have Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles talks about work. It says, sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. So this is going to take effort, energy, paying attention to the detail of things. We have Justice here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is saying like the work and the effort, it's almost like more so reminding you. I feel like it's less about advice. I feel like it's saying the nurturing that you do, right? Because we have the Seven of Pentacles here as well. The work that you put in, Justice is all about cause and effect. So the things that you put your focus, your attention, your energy into is what you're going to start to reap the rewards of. And no one's going to be able to do this work for you. This work, these emotions, these things, feelings, the awakening that you're going through, no one can go through that for you. You have to you have to do this work. You have to be willing to dip your foot in the water, put your whole body in the water, right? Like you got to be willing to look at the small things and see how they're impacting the bigger picture of your life here. And I feel like the bottom of this Justice card says, stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. The more you put energy and effort into the things that you truly want to see for yourself, the path that you want to go down, your purpose. And again, your purpose doesn't have to be linked to your career. It can just be linked to how you live your life, right? What you're meant to do here on this planet, or how you're meant to be, right? And I feel like it's your essence that is your purpose. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? And I just feel like by you following your truth, everything's going to work out, right? If you put the effort in, you follow your truth, you follow your intuition, your gut instincts, the path you want to take, even if you don't know how you're going to get there, it will pan out for you. It will work out for you. You might have to tweak things along the way. It's not going to be perfect. You know, there's going to be kind of ups and downs, but that doesn't mean that it's not for you, and doesn't mean that it's not the right path for you. So let's get a final message here. What is the final message for this reading? What is the final message here that they need to know about this and stepping into their path? We have the solar plexus chakra. So solar plexus is basically like right here, and it's all about like our power. It says radiant illumination. It's bright yellow energy. So it says the solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of your being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings your passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you're taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides at your center, and be energized, motivated, and fueled with inspiration. Bring forth more of what you wish to birth into the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment, you can confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. So as you step into this path, as you are being awakened, your solar plexus is going through a shift. There's a rebalancing happening here. You're going to feel more empowered. You're going to feel more passionate, more creative, and you're going to have the confidence to go after the things that you want. But the beauty here is that by you doing this, you're going to allow other people to feel like they can do it as well. You're going to be an inspiration for other people. And I feel like there could also be people that you're going to end up co-creating with, like collaborating with, or you're going to meet new people, have new friends, those sorts of things. Like you're going to have like this group of people, or just people in general, that start to come into your life that are kind of on the same path or resonate with this, right? So if you're feeling like you don't have a whole lot of people in your life right now that are doing these sorts of things, you're going to, because kind of like as within, so without, right? Things start to shift and reorganize in our life based on the energy that we're putting into life. And I just feel like with this shift happening, I feel like you're being awakened, and you're being like pulled into your power with this awakening. So now's the time to say yes. Now's the time for you to go after your passions, your ambitions, your goals, your dreams, those big visions, because it's the energy is coming up here for it to be unlocked within you. And it's time for you to pave your own way. No more like just doing what everyone else is doing. No more people pleasing. No more just trying to keep the peace and doing this because it's like, oh, this is just what everyone expects of me, or this is just what is normal, right? Screw that. Now's the time for you to step into who you really are. So hopefully this resonated for you guys. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your kind of insights from this message, what resonated with you, and take the steps that need to be taken, to step into this energy. If you're feeling called, like something big is coming, this is saying it's coming and it's time for you to step into that. So how can you start to shift your own energy, shift how you're showing up, be more committed, be more dedicated to what you're trying to create in your life and work through the fears or the emotions or the obstacles that are coming up that have maybe held you back in the past. Because now's the time to let those go so that they no longer hold you back. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to record a reading for the Soulful Circle community that I have. If you want to join us there, feel free. It's going to be a different reading. But I do readings 3 times a week there. So on various topics, and there's a whole library of like resources with nervous system stuff, meditations, Reiki healings, all kinds of stuff. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check that out down below. It's my monthly membership. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.